Hello everyone. Welcome to another Magic the Gathering Commander review. Today we are talking about Gosta Dirk from the Legends set. Now this is going to be an interesting commander and going to be a unique build with this. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So without further ado, Gosta Dirk or Gosta Dirk is a legendary human warrior, 4/4 that costs 3 colorless, 2 white, and 2 blue. It has first strike and an interesting ability. Creatures with Island Walk can be blocked as though they didn't have Island Walk. Island Walk, if you do not know, is when this creature attacks, if the defending player has an island, this creature cannot be blocked. So generally, having some sort of land walk gives the creature unblockable, varying on the opponent. But Gosta at least protects from Island Walk, which is really cool because half of his colors are blue. There are no card rulings for Gosta. I have no idea how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to say Gosta. Cards that synergize with Gosta, I kind of liked Stormtide Leviathan, mostly because it forces your opponents to attack with either flying or Island Walk. At the bottom it says creatures without flying or Island Walk can't attack. So your opponents can only hit you with flying or Island Walk, as I said earlier. So Gosta now provides protection against Island Walk. So really the only way your opponents are going to be able to evade and get damage into you is through flying. So really narrows your what's the word I'm looking for? Like closes the gates on your opponents. It makes it really hard for them to attack you. It's a super moat ability, you could say. With that said, some decks that I have Gosta in. The one that I have Gosta in is actually a weird one because I'm not building a deck around Gosta's Island Walk ability, and I didn't really know what else to put him in right now, so he is in actually a blue-white party mechanic deck. He is a warrior, so he is one of the 4 creature types you need to have a full party. So this deck has pretty much anything that revolves around having a full party. Nimble, Trap Finder, Squad Commander, Spoils of Adventure all give you benefits when you have a cleric, a rogue, a wizard, and in Gosta's case, a warrior. So he's just in the deck to kind of fill one of those roles for the party mechanic cards. 2 other decks, however, that I thought Gosta would work in is you could do either a human deck or a warrior deck if you wanted to focus on one of its types. Human obviously has a lot of support in these colors, so you could do Coppercoat Vanguard, Minas Tirith Garrison, Thalia's Lieutenant, all really great cards that synergize with the human tribe, and you can build a really fun aggro deck in that regard, which is really fun. I've never actually played against or played with a human deck yet, especially in these colors, so that'd be a lot of fun. Lastly, focusing on that protection from Island Walk, really building a deck around fortifying yourself. Heavy Pillow Fort, your opponents can't attack you, so they kind of have to fight against themselves, or have to fight you through non-combat, which you can then obviously build defenses for in these colors as well. So, in this deck, we have Island Sanctuary, Undertow, Magus of the Moat. Magus of the Moat is clearly just a creature version of the enchantment Moat, and it's just really fun. Really, not fun, I'd say, but really protective. Like, you aren't going to be attacked in this deck. Island Sanctuary is the same as Stormtide Leviathan. Creatures with flying or Island Walk are the only ones that can attack you. Undertow gives you some, not recursion, but redundancy in case someone does eliminate. Gosta, Undertow is the same ability. You can block creatures with Island Walk. And Magus of the Moat makes it so only creatures with flying can attack you, which is really nice. And that's going to do it for Gosta Dirk. Good tribes, good archetypes you could do with this deck. Pillow Fort would be a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below if you've built like a moat style deck. I don't know if that would be a good term for that specific kind of Pillow Fort deck. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Obviously, Gosta is really weak by itself. I mean, it's 7 mana for a 4/4 that has First Strike. Is pretty much what you're doing, which is nice. The First Strike is actually really cool to have, especially because Gosta has that from the get-go. We just did a video about Gabriel Angelfire, who can get First Strike and has the same stats and cost, but Gabriel doesn't even have First Strike the first turn you play it. So Gosta has that advantage over Gabriel Angelfire, at least. But beyond that, it's not the strongest of those tribes in those colors. And obviously, the moat style deck play, there are better cards that do it, like the 3 cards I showed you. Protection from Island Walk is not really needed right now in the meta. We'll see what Wizards of the Coast does in the future as they make more and more cards for us to play with. So who knows, maybe Land Walk will be a thing again, and Gosta will kind of jump up in necessity to defend against those decks. All in all, really fun though, and can't wait to play with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more Magic the Gathering content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when more videos come out. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!